Tough Sunday for the Yankees as they suffered arguably their toughest loss of the season with their ace on the mound to the AL East leading Rays, falling 8-7 in 10 innings. New York Post Yankees beat reporter Greg Joyce, he was at the game, and he joins me now to talk some Yankees baseball. Greg, you watched a crazy game, crazy Sunday. The crazy games always seem to happen on Sundays. How are you doing?
Good. Yeah, they saved the crazy ones for the finale. But yeah, all good. Thanks for having me.
Always good to have you. You're right about that. So, Greg, on Sunday, the Yanks led the Rays 6-0 before it all fell apart for Garrett Cole in the sixth inning. And the Yanks blew a 6-run lead. The Yanks went from nearly taking 2 out of 3 versus Tampa to losing 2 out of 3 in the weekend series. What is the mindset of the team as they head back to New York?
Yeah, I think it's some mixed emotions, right? It's like you have a rubber game. You're up 6-0 in the fifth inning, and with your ace on the mound, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. With your chances of winning the series, and then to lose it that way is pretty devastating. But when you look at it, the series was 3 one-run games with the best team in baseball. They were the team with the best record in baseball. So, they played them tough, especially with how injured the Yankees are right now. There was a lot of positives to take away from the series, how the offense kind of broke out, the way they kind of scrapped together some comebacks, especially late, in all 3 games, but just the way that this one ended today, it's tough not to head back to New York feeling pretty down. But I think they're trying to take the momentum that they feel like they got from the series into this homestand, especially playing the A's before they see the Rays again next weekend.
Yeah, want to try to take any momentum that you can. Now, you did talk about some positives there, Greg. The Bombers did explode offensively, as you said, in the series finale. Aaron Hicks, he delivered his first extra base hit of the season in a game. Harrison Bader, he continues to make an impact since coming off the IL. Should Yankees fans be encouraged by what they've seen from the lineup in a series where they scored 14 runs over 3 games?
Yeah, it was definitely a step forward for that lineup. And the return of Harrison Bader has been huge. Obviously, he's known most for his defense. He also brings a lot of energy to the lineup, but offensively, he's come out of the gates really hot. He struggled a little bit results-wise on his rehab assignment, which isn't always indicative of, guys are working on different stuff as they build back up, but he's coming out of the gates hot. 2 home runs, fell a double short of the cycle today, I think it was. So he's provided a huge shot in the arm, which is big for them. They kind of needed that, and now they look forward to getting Aaron Judge back on Tuesday, so that'll be another big one. So slowly but surely, they're starting to get a little bit closer to whole. It's still going to be some time for Josh Donaldson and Giancarlo Stanton, but they're starting to get whole, and the guys that are here are starting to kind of put together some better at-bats and some rallies. Not always with the long ball, sometimes with the long ball, but the guys they have here, while waiting for everybody to get healthy, are starting to kind of put it together, and especially against a Rays pitching staff that always is tough against them. So I think they kind of, that's probably one of their biggest takeaways out of this weekend.
Yeah, so maybe it is all starting to come together, but with Sunday's loss, the Yankees now sit in last place in the AL East. They've lost 6 out of their last 10 games, 10 games behind the Rays. So, Greg, is it time for fans to be concerned about dreams of a division title slipping away? Basically, is it getting late early for the Yankees?
I don't think, not quite yet. It's still super early in the season. If they win today, I think the feeling is a lot different. Obviously, it's only a 1-game difference in the standings, whether they left here 9 or 10 games back, 8 games back, whatever it is. They would have felt a lot better about it. But I think it's still very early. The Yankees are the ones last year that got out of the gates with that huge lead over everybody else in the division, then had to kind of hang on for dear life late in the season when they dealt with all the injuries and everything. So I think they're hoping that they can kind of tread water here while they're waiting for the injured guys to get back and play some better baseball. And then they're hoping that they kind of hit their stride here over the next month or 2 as they get everybody back. So it's still obviously super early. The Rays are putting up, a heck of a first month plus here. So, I don't think they're saying they're not focused on the division right now. They're just trying to get whole and then see what they can do from there.
Just trying to get better 1 game at a time. We'll see, excuse me, if the Yankees are able to do that going on forward this week as they return to the Bronx. That is Greg Joyce, New York Post Yankees beat writer, always doing a fantastic job. Greg, safe travels back to New York. We will talk soon.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.